Welcome to Rellekka. This is my extreme OneChunk Ironman Fremi chunk. On a whim, I decided to pick Rellekka as my starting chunk, and now without a plan, a bank, and all the local Freminiks hating me, I'm unlocking RuneScape one chunk at a time. Welcome back, guys. Last time, we finally rolled the Keldagrim chunk, the death chunk. And so we're gonna talk about all that entails, what all we've gotten, and where we gotta go. Keldagrim is a huge chunk unlock. Not only does it unlock all of Keldagrim, the caves related to it, Blast Furnace, the Mining Guild, Motherload Mine, and probably some other things I'm forgetting because it's just that huge. It really is the equivalent of, 20 chunks on its own. So there's a lot of things to go with it. Obviously, with the Blast Furnace, we have our 98 smithing requirement in conjunction with Motherload Mine and it being able to get Runite ore. It is technically a 99 smithing requirement, but with the boost, it's only 98, so we have that to look forward to. Due to having the Mining Guild, we have access to amethysts, which on its own require 92, but once again, we have a 1-level boost to mining. We need to mine an amethyst, and due to having amethysts, we have a 90 fletching requirement to fletch an amethyst dart. We also have the 89 crafting requirement to craft the amethyst dart tip. We of course also have the infamous curved bone grind. It's not that big of a deal compared to everything else, but we do have that to do as well. We need to get all of the gloves from the Mining Guild, and we need to get full Prospectors and all the uniques from Motherload Mine. We have a few quest steps that'll be easy enough, and we have a ton of new best in slot requirements. Obviously all rune related, since we need to make it. And that's pretty much it. It sounds easy enough. We've of course also unlocked ranged, so that will be a big one. And we've also unlocked farming. So both are very small, but reasonable grinds out there as well. There is also the Falador Diary to get 42 agility. I'm bringing back out agility, at least for this task, due to the Blast Furnace having a new agility method to use. We will at least get to there, and due to how it is, I believe it will be a very viable method. I don't think we'll go any further past the skill task, but that's something we could talk about later. And you're in luck, because previous me didn't know any of that, and I've just rented off all that for you now that I know everything. So let's cut back to me right after the chunk roll, who is now discovering all of Keldagrim and what's there. Alright, well, I figure might as well experience it together. I'll get in there. Yeah, there's a lot here. There is a lot here. So we can start training mining right now, even before we go to Motherload Mine and all that. We probably need to start the Great Dwarf, whatever it is, just to get over there. Oh, right. I remember. Yes! The cutscene! Yes! I remember this. The cutscene's awful. And, takes a really long time. You guys aren't gonna hear this dialogue because I'm gonna speed up the clip. This is gonna take way too long. This is, actually a 5-minute cutscene. Alright, finally. I'll definitely be helping you with the quest. And goodbye. There is so much I don't know. There is actually 49 tasks to figure out. I have no idea even where to start. Yep, I'm gonna end the clip here. I'll figure it out. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, first things first, we have a bank. I can bank all my stuff I've just been carrying around this whole time. And I don't know when I put these in here, but maybe it was during the Fremenik trials or something. Doing one of those steps during it. But hey, finally, we have a bank. That's huge. And there is actually a general store here that sells rope and leather gloves and a bunch of stuff, really. This is the first general store I've had access to. I think we needed that rope for that section in Mountain Daughter, I think is the quest. And then leather gloves is actually, I think it's my best in slot gloves. So we'll get that, and a few other things, I guess. And I gotta get some Fashionscape. 500 coins? Yeah, sure. I'm sure I won't regret that or anything. And then lastly on this side we have a Warhammer shop. I think there's also a sword shop around here somewhere, so I'm not too worried about this one. I guess this is one way of doing this. Good enough, I guess. So we need to squeeze through this crevice, so we have that agility. Yeah, I'm curious to see if there's any other agility shortcuts that we're allowed to like train with, because this might get backlogged because of the previous bridge rule. I'm not sure on that yet. Wield the rune weapon. We're going to be able to smith our rune weapons with the 98 smithing requirement, so whatever, we'll do that at some point. Crafting, we're gonna get plenty of gems from Motherload Mine, and there's probably other stuff too. I'm not too worried about the 89 crafting grind. That should be fine. Farming, to the best of my knowledge, we might have some options, but curious on that. I don't really mind just raking to 28 if I have to. Whatever. Fletching, it's fletching, whatever. We'll handle it as it comes along. Plus we'll have, like, we can actually make arrows now and probably do some other stuff. So should be whatever. Mining, we're going to be mining forever. We're going to Motherload Mine and we're gonna have to get everything there, so there's that. And then we need to get amethyst to make the amethyst art up here, so we'll be mining for a bit. I am not too worried about that. That's gonna take a while. All of this is gonna take a while, but whatever. We'll handle. Wield runite bolts. We do have a range training method, probably now. I don't know if we can buy a bow, if we can make our own bow. We have flax just outside of Rellekka, so maybe there's a spinning wheel in here somewhere? Smith a rune warhammer and wield it. Easy enough, again, part of our big smithing requirement. Obviously we have a bunch of best in slot tasks. I want it to be known, I just got some leather gloves from the shop, so we have one task done. We have all the rune stuff, once again, all gonna be a smithing thing, not a big deal. We need to do the quests, the giant dwarf quests, so we'll do that here probably first, I would think, or I can leave it to later. It doesn't really matter, but it'd be nice to knock these out just real quick. We bought a rope in the general store, so we can start Mountain Daughter and climb across. I haven't looked at any of the diary tasks. Repair the broken strut in there, easy enough. Squeeze through that crevice, which is the diary requirement. Enter the mining guild. We're gonna get all the prospector stuff, easy enough, while wearing the prospector helmet, so easy enough. Browse the stonemason shop. I could do that right now. And obtain the blast furnace foreman's permission to use the blast furnace for free. Yeah, and that's the 60 smithing requirement. That's what I thought. The big grind here is smithing. I think we all knew that. This is not a real grind. This is the joke grind. I think it's like a 1 in 1 million. I'm gonna backlog all of these. There's a better way of doing this. I'm just chucking them on the backlog. Get everything from Motherload Mine. I don't know why it says Volcanic Mine here. Maybe it puts them together, I guess. But we're gonna get all the Prospector stuff from Motherload Mine. Mountain Trolls is where we're getting our longbone from, 1 in 400. And same thing for the curved bone. A lot of the OneChunk accounts have been doing a lot of the curved bone grinds. Not anything new, so easy enough. We'll probably leave that till, I don't know, I'll probably do a bunch of different things to break up what I'm doing. Get mining gloves, get superior mining gloves, get the expert mining gloves, all just done within the mining guild. Again, backlogging the onyx. Top layer of Motherload Mine, bigger sack, and super hopper, all mining related things. We'll probably, and I think I'll do this, I'm gonna start all the quests and all the diaries I can do, and I'm gonna go straight to Motherload Mine and just get it going. I think that'll be easy for all of our things, and I'll break up the monotony every now and again with something different. We have 45 tasks to do, and we have 1 done. I will go knock out some others. And there's the task to browse the stonemason shop. And I didn't know this had a 20 agility requirement to even go down these rocks, so I'll do this at some point. And I've bitched a lot in the past about having a food source, but look at this, man. We have kebabs. That's like a real food thing. Those can heal really well, and they're 1 GP each. It sucks there's no shop interface to do this, but we can just get unlimited kebabs for 1 GP each, so I'm not gonna complain. And here is a pickaxe shop, so we can not to get a adamant pickaxe. We can start at bronze and steel. I think that'll be fine for now. And if we go to the other side of the river here with all these shops, we have a gem store. We also have the crafting store over here. We have the crossbow store. and then the silver store, and then another clothing store over here. All of which are thievable if we do boost for the level. So that is something worth thinking about. And this is the minecart system now that lets us get to Motherload Mine. It's 150 every single time, and we don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna try to minimize these trips, or how many of them we're gonna take. I've been at it for a minute now. We're finally moving up to iron. I'm just gonna keep going till, I believe it's the 30 mining requirement to get into Motherload Mine, and then I'll just be spamming that for the next while. And finally decided that we could go ahead and get ourselves a mithril pickaxe. I forget what the exact number is. I think every tier up gives you 1 tick faster or something. Like it's it checks a tick faster, something or other. Anyway, adamant's a little expensive. I'll get it at some point, but not right now. This is where I've been banking, so I decided I'd finally knock out the easy Falador task to just repair the strut. We're gonna be at that strut for a while later, but again, not right now. That doesn't sound like something I want to do. And that is 30 mining. We can go finally get back inside Motherload Mine and just do that. So let's get to it. And please note, I will now be playing the Motherload Mine music for its entirety in the background. I just want you to hear it. It's... it haunts me. It's a song that truly haunts me. Wanted to take a quick little break, so I killed some rock crabs for a bit and got some oyster pearls, because we need a little bit of money, and adamant pickaxe would be kind of nice right about now. They sell for 40 coins each. It's not very good. I need to find an early game moneymaker for this place, because I have no idea really what to do for that. Yeah, I might kill some mountain trolls or something and see if there's something on the drop table or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep messing about and see what I can figure out. The dwarves out in front of Motherload Mine drop a variety of bars and bronze weapons and like tin and copper, but I'm still really not seeing anything that screams it's a lot of gold. These trolls suck, man. They hit like a truck, and they hit like decently often. I think they have 60 attack, and they can max hit like a, I don't know, it's a 12 or a 13 or something. I mean, I have kebabs, I have real food, but I feel like, I don't know, I'll mess about, because they do have a few, like, I think there's it's like an adamant plate leg or something or other drop. That would be worth quite a bit, but there's nothing on here that's like huge. I definitely don't want to try to do the curved bone grind here with this gear. I think it's probably better to wait until I finish off the smithing grind and have full rune and a rune semi and stuff like that. You've gotta be fucking me. So I was over in Rellekka killing rock crabs just to train a little bit, and that's where I got the sand idea from anyway, ignore that. Pickaxes. There is a pickaxe spawn over there that I entirely forgot about, and it's an iron pickaxe. And if we come over here and sell it to the guy, he doesn't take iron pickaxes, he takes steel ones. So I'm going to have to sell it to the general store. Alright, 1 second. Like I was saying, if I sell it to the guy, he'll buy it for 56 coins now. And that is just slightly better than doing the oyster pearl thing. But I don't have to kill anything for it. I can just pick it up and then come here. So, sell 2 a world to get, what are we? Somewhere around like 80 GP, 90 GP each, and then hop. It's not great money, but it is money, some money, until we start doing blast furnace and we actually can sell our smith stuff. So I'll keep doing this for a while so we can keep up our trips to Motherload Mine and coming back. So I had a thought recently. I have to train crafting, and I can't use gems until 20. And there are no uncut, not even no uncut gems, there's no like lower tier gems for me to use until 20. So that means my only training method is stringing silver unstrung symbols for about 3 or 4 XP each. And the balls of wool we can buy over here, but the silver necklaces we can also buy at the other place are very expensive. I think they're 300 GP each. Not that I can't sell it to the general store, but that's expensive. So that's cool. So I just sold this full inventory of pickaxes and hopped into all that. and it comes up to around 1500 GP. So that's not, again, it's not great, but that's not too terrible. That's enough to keep us going, for sure. And so it begins again with the bridge. We have food. It's not a big deal. It could be way worse. We could be still killing chickens and doing that. These are kebabs. They heal. I don't know what their max heal is because it's like percentage based on your health, but it's probably like 18 or something. So totally very good, very fine food. And we'll be doing this on and off, I would say, for the next while. I'm not gonna just sit down and spam all this out, but I will at least do some of it every now and again. And that is level 5 agility. Let me tell you, this is not fast. I don't think this ever showed up on the chunk picker, but I was just sitting here thinking, I can probably do the, God, what's his name? I just talked to him. I had to look it up. It's Sigly the Huntsman. And I can finally go fight the Dworgen, or whatever it's called. It's just around here in the woods, kind of randomly. Maybe that's why it wouldn't show up in the chunk picker, because it has a bunch of different random locations. But I think I have, like, a few of the locations. I know I can do it now. So I'm gonna mess around and see if I can kill them. Also, you might be wondering why I don't have any gear on. I keep dying at that bridge because I'm not good at paying attention. So I lost the Mithril Simi. It's fine because the stuff in Keldagrim is better, but that did hurt just a little bit. And this maybe took me a few tries and me almost dying a few times to finally finish killing him, but I did manage to get some gear, as you can see, and there we go. And even though I don't believe it's on the chunk picker, we have another step in the Firmic Trials done. So we're just one step closer to finally being done with this and being able to use all the stuff in Rellekka. Finally back at Motherload Mine, and there is 2 smithing. I've been trying to just occasionally fix up the wheels as I pass them by, so we get that just little bit of smithing XP without really sitting down and doing it. And I think this will be the last one. Okay, this will be the last one. There is 10 agility. That took like way too long. That is, it's not exactly 1-to-1 because it's on a fail, it's like 0.7 XP. So we probably jumped across this thing 1,300 times or something, 1,400. That's sick. We need to get to 30. I'm gonna lamp as much as humanly possible for this. 30 gets us access to the blast furnace little running thing. That's way more AFK than this. We do have the log balance and this thing at 48 and 43 respectively, but God. Those suck, this sucks, and I think the blast furnace one's okay. I don't know if I mentioned it now. I think the game plan is we're gonna get XP, we're gonna go all the way to the Dwarven Mine shortcut at 42. Triple asterisk. I'm at least gonna get to 30. I'm at least gonna get the blast furnace bike ride thing. Then we can think about past that. But this sucks. I am gonna go to 30. I have decided that, but could be better. So I just found out about this. There's a bronze chain spawn over here right after you get into the Dwarven Mines. And twofold. Now I have like an actual chest plate, but it also sells to this guy over here for like 18 GP. Actually, exactly 18 GP. So I could hop and sell this, and it's like, it's still not as good as the pickaxes, but do you know what it's right next to? The actual thing. So it might be more gold an hour. That's certainly not bad. I didn't quite get the clip, but I got the right after. So we have gotten the upper level of Motherload Mine. I'm gonna slowly start working with the Prospector outfit, but we're gonna make sure to get this upper level deposit. And I think it's only like 50 nuggets, so we'll be doing that first. But it's gonna be way better up here. It's much faster than the ground level. I have decided to commit a bit of a grave sin. I checked over here earlier at the blast furnace, and it is quite a bit of money, and I do have a lot of coal and other resources. It's an awful idea because I'm gonna need so much of this later. but I want money and I want that rune pickaxe. So I'm selling all my coal basically to get that. Yep. And with my brand spanking new rune pickaxe, I think this will be 65 mining. I've been doing this for a bit. It's not that bad, it's pretty AFK, and I just kind of do other stuff while I'm here mining. But we've been going, and we're not even like close, I don't think. And you can really tell how long it's been, because here's 10 smithing. I have not sat down and like grinded out any of this yet. So, 10 smithing. There you go. Alright, so we finally have 100 nuggets here, so we can grab at least the first 2 pieces of Prospector. We can go ahead and equip those. And I think there's a diary task to do something with this. Enter the mining guild wearing a Prospector helmet. There we go. So let's go do that real quick. There we go, that's the hard task done. So we'll go over to the chunk picker and complete these tasks. There's a lot of small chunk tasks I haven't been bothering to record for you guys, like equipping the rune pickaxe and all that, but I'll still try to cut in every now and again and show you what we've been up to. Yeah, I don't have much more on that. There's the task done. And there's the rest of the Prospector set. So we got full Prospectors now. That's a big one, to be honest. Feels good. We got that XP increase now too, the full 2.5%. All right, that is 20 smithing. We can do silver now. I think we're gonna be here doing the wheels until 30. 30 is when we get steel, and that's like pretty decent XP. We can't run the blast furnace for free until we get to 60, and we're not, I mean, I could sit at the wheels till 60, but I think the XP has gotta be way better if I just go to blast furnace. So I think we'll run this until 30 and go try blast furnace and see how that treats me. And there's 30. Let's go over to blast furnace and do that, I think. Be nice to get a good break from this, I think. Okay, I just remembered I don't actually have a lot of things. I need the coal bag first to do that well. And I also don't have like any iron to do steel either. So that's out for now. I'll be back at Motherload Mine for the next week. Then I'll go from there. You know I said it would take me a full week. It took me a day, so maybe I over-exaggerated just a little bit, but there's the coal bag. I still need to go get some iron, but that's not too big of a deal, and I'll go ahead and get that done, probably now, and then I'll head over to blast furnace. Okay, so I'm poor, right? So I don't really want to go to the blast furnace worlds, so I'm gonna try out just going to either running it myself or finding a world where somebody else is running it. And I'll let you guys know how that's how that goes, I guess. I'm learning so much hidden tech from doing this. So your blast furnace fee that you pay, not for the blast furnace worlds, goes away if you log out. So you need to keep re-upping that if you ever log out. There are people here, kind of. I'll talk about that later once I really figure out what's going on. And not to mention, like, it's just not really working 24/7. Like, I don't fully understand why sometimes the bars are melting and sometimes they're not. So in this current 2500 GP, I got like 1 inventory worth of bars. It's not nothing, but it's not good. So more to be done, more to learn. I got about a smithing level and a half, more or less, off 1 inventory. I do have a steel axe now. Didn't have that before, so that's nice. But overall, not great. I'll sell this once I'm done, and we'll see how much money I'm up to, but it might have equaled itself out. Alright, so selling all that looks like it got me about 1,200 gold over, which definitely pays for running the furnace. So, and that'll only get better the higher level we get. Okay, and on average right now, I've been able to do, give or take, about 135 bars every time, every 10 minutes. It's not fast, definitely not fast, but it is a method. Until we get the money to be really running the actual blast furnace, this is good enough. I can make the 2,500, and once we get to 60, we won't even have to worry about that. Could be worse. Definitely could be better, but could be worse. Alright, so the second inventory was much better. We got about 16k, give or take, with about 100 and I think it was 11 steel bars. Yeah, way better. I can run I don't know, what is that? 6 trips at the blast furnace with this. And it's only gonna get better. So this is definitely a way of doing this. I think this is good. And literally, as we move up to Mithril and Addy, it's just gonna get bigger. So I think that's pretty solid. Sorry, I just have to mention that I got 50k from this last trip. I think we had some like 300 steel bars, and slowly going up in smithing levels and doing that got me steel square shields, which was a pretty marketable gold increase. I'm like so not ready. All of my stuff's all messed up. So I just got a dragon med helm from a quiz box. And here's editing me throwing in the clip for you. Here's the clip of me getting that. I didn't even know you could do this. I need to find out what the chances of that just were. And oh my god. It's like a 1 in 2,000. Holy. Alright, well, suffice to say, this is our best in slot helmet for God knows how long. That's insane. I mean, I think that's better than the Rune Full Helm, right? I mean, it's gotta be. Marginally. It is marginally better than the Rune Full Helm. It is also doesn't have the drawbacks of the Rune Full Helm, the range drawbacks, and honestly even the magic drawbacks. Like, it's not as much. Wow. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Just, yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. That's very cool. I am very surprised. And, you know, I think that's a good place to end it, actually. Crazy pickup with that, with the Dragon Med Helm. Yeah, I don't have a lot for you guys. Once again, I appreciate everything. The last video kind of blew up compared to my other videos, so I certainly appreciate that. Appreciate all the new subscribers and all that. I don't have a lot else for you. Once again, thanks everybody. And I guess that's all for me. All right, thanks. Bye.